Also war die Quest coming to or from Laura's house? After complete. Genau. Das heißt, wir müssen jetzt zur... Genau. Wir können mal zur Werft schauen, ob es mir eine Quest gibt, aber... Nope, hier ist keine, der mir eine Quest geben kann. Was war eine Frau? Ja, Frau, Cindy. Ist nicht hier.
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
Ich habe zumindest gespeichert, falls irgendwas sein sollte. Oh, hey, isn't that... There's no need to be so hasty. At least give a proposal some thought. Your tenants would add an extra degree of prestige to our gathering. I am merely the lord of a minor rural region. Surely you overstate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but by those he rubs elbows with. And while I'm sure you understand, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing either. After all, neither of us want any trouble now, do we? And with that, I bid you a fond farewell. And my compliments to the excellent tea. I am honored, Your Grace. See ya. Excuse us. My for this is young Laura. And Eustace Alberea too. It's a pleasure to see you again, Your Grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. They must know him. Yeah, but look at how tense they are. I was expecting him to show up here of all people. That's Duke Cayenne, head of the foremost of the four great houses, and ruler of the port city of Ordis. His authority extends over the entire province of Lamar to the west. I'd love to stay and talk a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters call me away. I'll endeavor to arrange another opportunity for us to meet in the near future. But for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, what have we here? So you're Thor's Military Academy's Class 7, huh? How do you... I just happened to do a little leisure time reading on your class. Not a bad looking bunch. Good, good. Enough with the chit-chat. His Grace awaits. Excuse us. See ya, kids. Who were those men? They don't look like soldiers from a provincial army, that's for sure. Ich sehe gerade, die haben sogar den Look geändert. Und zwar die Jacke, die die beiden tragen, ist ein bisschen anders als die dann in Cold Steel 2 onwards. And they did seem to know about our class. I presume they're personal bodyguards hired by Duke Cayenne. Father, you needn't look so concerned. However, it seems like they've finally begun to act. The noble faction has begun acting in secret? Indeed, for the past month they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm the unity, holding conferences after conference all across the country. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to your youngest classmate. Well, yeah. The intelligence division's all on edge, wondering whether they're about to start a full-scale conflict with the reformists. Seriously? So that's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. But since Duke Cayenne's basically the leader of the noble faction, I sure wasn't expecting him to come all the way out here in person. Nor was I. They appear to be planning a large conference in the near future, to be attended by all members of the noble faction. The Duke came all the way out here to insist that I attend. But father, you're not even a member. Quite right, my lady. Your father has long kept his distance from the faction. The same way he has also kept space between himself and the reformists, preferring to remain neutral. However, they're convinced that all nobles should belong to the noble faction as a matter of course. I've heard they've been quite forceful about bringing those nobles who don't support the faction to their ranks. Would I be correct in assuming that my family is involved in all of this? I'm afraid so. There's been some disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Alberea should lead the four great houses, but I expect that either will bring the same platform to the table. Eustace, if you don't mind my asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on the issue? You need not worry about your family's allegiance. Lord Schwarzer is widely known as an even more obstinate man than I. I can't imagine that he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. I see, I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say so. Hold on a moment. Perhaps there's a move we can make after all. I'm afraid I'll leaving the ground again on another of my little trips. I apologize for the suddenness, but please tend to things in my absence. As you wish, my lord. Father? Wow, well that was sudden. I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all of the nobles who have remained neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, so as to prevent them being taken in by the noble faction's coercive methods. Ah, Father. A prudent course of action, I think. In that case, I'd be happy to come with you. So what are you doing here? Ah, so here as well. Wouldn't miss the chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne. Did you know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Berea? Wait then, I couldn't have. Did it belong to the Alberea family? Well, Rufus Alberea got into it, so yeah, I thought it's likely. Could ask for a classy escort. And thanks. So Rufus was here. Well, he is the heir of the Alberea family. Considering our visitor was none other than Duke Cayenne, it's not at all surprising that Rufus would pick him up. But I know you didn't just come here to volunteer your company on my trip. Well, it just so happens that these guys here brought me a pretty curious story. We've got confirmation that a mechanical monster appeared in the highway outside of Legram. Is that so? I believe that's the first time one's appeared since the counter-offensive Circassians launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met, wasn't it? It was indeed, what a strange coincidence. Have any others been found in the area? Nothing so far. This is just a hunch, but I suspect it may have been released as a diversion. I concur. Perhaps having you come along with me is the best course of action after all. Alright, that's what I wanted to hear. Father. Sounds like there's a lot more going on here than just factions butting heads. Sorry, I can't say anything for certain just yet. But if we tell of anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah and she'll pass it on. But first we have another quest. Alright, here's what I got for you this afternoon. When you finish up for the day, I'd appreciate if you could head to the guild and file your reports. I left you a note in the counter telling you how to do it. Nothing too difficult. Got it. Leave it to us. Just make sure to lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else should be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. Understood? We'll do our best to take care of the guild in your absence. I wish you well in your studies, and I hope you'll forgive me for leaving so suddenly. Not to worry, Father, I'm used to it. Thank you again for your hospitality and for agreeing to a duel. I look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You show great promise as a swordsman. I hope you'll continue to devote yourself to your studies and training alongside my daughter. I'm honored, sir. In fact, I hope all of you will continue to look past her uncouth father and continue giving her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I've get to hear any taste of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Father! It would be a pleasure. She sure does seem popular with the girls, though. I pray you have a safe journey. Thank you for all you've done for us. Catch you later then. Give my best to Sarah. Why must you always be so? Honestly, you've got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I can tell how you grew up like you did. Huh? Reed's right, you know. You're living proof that great parents lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him in your life as a role model would naturally lead to you to aspire to greatness. Well, that or feel woefully inadequate in comparison develop an inferiority complex. But all you're told, you're living proof of the daughter of the ace that house has grown up sound in mind and body. Stop teasing me at once! Moving on, Tobel has entrusted us with looking after the guild. We may have only half a day remaining, but we still have our duties to fulfill. Look at her, trying to change the subject. I am not! Yes, one quest. We don't need to, but we can too. And jemand im Hafen sollte. Huh? Hey there, Cindy, what brings you here? Oh, good day. You wouldn't happen to have seen Towel today, would you? I did, but I'm afraid he's currently out of town attending some business. I see. You need something from the guild? It's nothing too important. Well, Towel did leave us in charge of the guild for the day. Oh yeah, and we're right here, so just ask if you need anything. That's right, helping others is what the guild does, and that's what we're here for too. Lady Laura, I can't simply ask you to give up your time for my sake. But if you insist, then I suppose... I happen to be looking for some luminous grass, you see. Oh? You can't recall ever hearing of such a plant before. Assume it's well known here in Legram. That's right, it's a rare flower that grows in the surrounding countryside. It has the unusual trait of blooming only on sunny days and only when the previous day was foggy. That certainly is unusual. I guess that'd make today an ideal day to go find some then. That's correct. That's why I made my way to the guild to ask Toll to find some for me, but as you just informed me, he isn't in today. I can't really go out on the highway on my own because of the monsters, those I'm at loss as what to do. So would you be willing to go and gather some for me instead? Leave it to us? Really, thank you so much. I have a pretty good idea as to why you might want it, but allow me to ask. I assume you're planning to make a charm, right? That's correct. A charm? In Legram, when someone you hold dear embarks on a long journey, it's a tradition to make a charm for them. Then you give it to the person to take with them, and it's supposed to bring them good luck. Well, I never heard of any traditions like that. It's a custom that stretches all the way back to the Middle Ages. It said it began when people offered charms to members of the Eisenritter as they left for distant battlefields. Fascinating. So how's the luminous grass used to make these charms then? Well, the traditional way has you place one of the petals with the charm itself. Because of how the flowers bloom, people believed they had the power to clear away fog. And because of that, the flower came to symbolize victory over chaos. Oh, that's pretty deep. Yeah, it actually sounds like a really cool charm. Have you ever been given one, Laura? I have actually. Cindy gave me one right before I left for Force. Sayang and Chloe both gave me one too. I keep them in my desk at the academy. When I look at them, it always makes me feel a little closer to home. They're some of my most prized treasures. I'm so pleased to hear you say that. She really does care for Laura, doesn't she? I think we can safely assume so. Back to luminous grass though, what exactly does it look like? It's the only flower with white petals that grows around here, so it'll be the easiest way to find it. They may be rare, but we should be able to find one if you search the Ebel Highway. I've heard they're found more frequently at higher elevations, particularly near steep cliffs and the like. Well, with that much information, we ought to be able to find one. Let's start the search while we still have plenty of daylight. Yeah, time for flower power. Thank you so much, good luck. Genau, und bevor wir aber gehen, gehen wir noch zum Apricot Inn. Und... Genau. Oh, hello everyone. Have you come along with the seeing the request I sent to Torwal? That's right. You're in search of some sort of elusive fish, correct? I am. I feel like I should apologize for asking you guys to help me with a personal request, but are you up for it? If you are, I can share the details with you all right now. You're in luck, our schedule just happens to have an opening. Oh, thank you very much. Just like the request you mentioned, I want you guys to seek out a certain elusive fish for me. It's a particular variety of salmon known as gold salmon. Just like the name says, its body has a golden glow, not unlike the look of Goldene itself. That must be an exquisite fish! It sounds rather garish, honestly, but I have to see it to judge for myself. Have you ever seen this fish before, Viber? Unfortunately, all I know are what I've heard from the rumors. Bem, who's usually fishing at the back of the inn, is actually the one who told me about it. Its golden color isn't its only distinctive trait either, he said. He mentioned that its flavor is to die for, too. Ooh, now I've got my attention. I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in a taste myself. That's certainly understandable. After hearing so much about it, I wanted nothing more than to try it. I've been bugging Towal about it for quite a while now. And now it seems like, thanks to you, I might finally got my chance to try it. Fishing, huh? I guess racers even take on jobs like this. If this fish is so elusive, though, what are the chances we could even catch him before the day's end? That does seem to be the most obvious issue here. Is it even possible to catch this fish in Lake Ebel? Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Ben mentioned that he did catch several of them here at one point. But he hasn't found one at the end of his line for several decades now. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence, you know. How would we go about catching it then, and where? Well, I've actually received some promising info from Towal that put me back on the trail. He claims he's seen a golden sparkle in the river along the highway several times now. All the sparkling sightings have been in different locations, though. Well, at least that narrows our search to the river. True, it'll be much easier than trying to search the lake would be. We might be able to find it then. I know it won't be easy, but I'd be pleased as punch if you did catch one. But now that I think of it, do you have the right tools for the job? Sure do, I brought my old rod with me. Will this work? Let's see what you got here. My word, this is the Lake Lord Company's highest grade fishing rod. The gold salmon is supposedly quite hefty fish, but catching it should be no issue with this. You must have fishing in your blood if you have a rod this nice. Thanks. Lass to make our way then. Yeah, let's go. Ich glaube, jetzt können wir angeln. Wusste ich auch nicht, dass ich erstmal die Quest annehmen muss, damit der Fishing Spot sich öffnet. Okay, da ist er. Und dann gehen wir nach oben zum Evil Highway 2 für das Gras. Ja. Hey, ja. Du hier, meine Liebe? That shiny golden glow. I simply can't wait to catch it. Seems like a good spot to fish, but I wasn't expecting someone to be here already. She seems to be an ordinary civilian and a noble at that. I'm surprised she's strayed this far from town. Should we try talking to her? Yeah, might as well. Excuse me, could we talk to you for a moment? Who are you? Wait, I recognize you. You're the military academy student who saved me in my hour of need several months ago. Oh yeah, I think we did meet once before. We did. Oh, so you know her? Yeah, we ran into her while we were out in Celtic on our very first field we did. Now remember, one of our tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner. Ah, so, yeah, you were the one. It just so happens that the wallet belonged to this lady in front of us. Oh! Huh. Ich wusste nicht, dass das Annabelle ist. Ja gut, ich habe den Namen gesehen, aber ich wusste nicht, dass sie die eine dieselbe Person sind. Ich habe das gar nicht gecheckt. Ja, Annabelle kommt auch jetzt in, bis keine Hajimari no Kiseki immer vor. I see. I'm very grateful for what you did for me. Sadly, the wallet has become rather lighter since you returned to me. Oh? Maybe that's what brings you out here? I would have thought it was obvious. I'm trying to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think of fishing as a leisurely hobby, but I would be beg to differ. It's proven to be an essential survival skill. I see. I don't remember being anything like this last time. So what inspired you to come this far out of town to fish? You could have just sat in a dock on the ground, right? You could have just... Yes, the Gram is conveniently situated right on the shores of Lake Evil after all. Surely it was necessary to brave the danger of the highway to come out this far just to fish. That's where you're wrong, I'm afraid. A first-class angler needs a first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shores of a peaceful lake just wouldn't satisfy me. What is with this woman? She's certainly a unique individual. Sounds like you're after something special if I had to get. Indeed, I am. I've come here to seek the elusive gold salmon. I heard tales of her from a gentleman in the ground by the name of Bam, but he also informed me that it cannot be found like Abel, which is what led me to the spot. And sure enough, not long ago I finally caught a glimpse of a golden glimmer beneath the water's surface here. A golden glimmer? That sounds a lot like Tobo said he saw too. Looks like this must be a spot then. I should have known that you would be searching for it too. Very well then, let us compete to see who can catch a gold salmon first. That's not really what I had in mind when we came out here. That aside, we seem to have found a location. True enough, let's get fishing.
This looks like a nice spot.
Yeah, but vorsichtshalber. Wir haben Lake Lords da, wir haben 3 Dinger. And we already have the gold salmon. Und dafür brauchen wir einen Lake Lords da, because you see this. Constant.
Now that's a catch!
Impossible! You caught a gold salmon for me? How can this be happening? Now you're making me feel kind of bad about it. Still, thank you very much for telling us about the golden glimmer you saw. We may not have thought to fish here if not for your guidance. Fair play is a necessary element in any competition, think nothing of it. Besides, I simply paid the price for underestimating you. It was my fault that I lost. I thought my experiences over the past several months had strengthened me, but it seems I still have room to improve. And improve I shall, until one day I now across the land as the finest angler in all of Erebonia. Well then, I bid you good day. Yeah, more power to you. Ah. Kann ich noch anders angeln? this fish, whatever this is.
Wow, this is a big one!
Trout. Habe ich sonst hier noch was, das ich fischen kann? Nope. Es sei denn, wir hätten die Spiner Byroll, was ich nicht glaube. Okay. Okay, wir sind fast fertig mit den ganzen Fischen. Gut. Jetzt holen wir uns noch das Charm-Ding. Luminous Grass. Natürlich angeln wir noch mal kurz. Wir wollen ja die Punkte, damit ich noch was von Kenneth kaufen kann.
Not bad.
Byroll 2 nach oben.
What a large monster. We'll need to be careful.
Now we need to run away. Da unten ist es. Nein, da oben ist es sogar.
See! Enemy sighted! Take him out! My turn! Alright.
My turn.
Gaius.
I'll handle this.
Yeah!
Here we go!
Leave it to me.
Bye-bye.
Together.
Oh my, what pretty flowers. They look so clean and white. Are these luminous grass? They are. You can still see beads of dew clinging to them. The sunlight shining through the droplets makes the flowers shine. They're so shiny. Allow me. Alright, we should take this back to Cindy at once. Right, let's not waste time. Genau. Weil ich nicht zurück teleportieren kann, muss ich halt eben laufen. Mann.
This monster seems dangerous. Be careful.
I don't even want
This
to
looks like
fight
a
it.
nice spot.
No, we cannot fish right now.
This
All right.
monster seems
Right.
dangerous.
I'll handle
Be
this.
I've
careful.
got this!
Immer der falsche Knopf. Okay. Die drei kriegen wir im nächsten Kapitel und das dann im übernächsten wahrscheinlich. Und diese Fisch kriegen wir, wenn wir die drei gefangen haben. Genau. So, jetzt gehen wir erstmal ab. Dann gehen wir das nächste Mal dann zu Torwal. Torwal ist ja nicht da, in die Gilde. Und dann holen wir uns das letzte Buch. Das kriegen wir erst morgen. Für dieses Kapitel. Welcome back, Lady Laura. I see you managed to find some luminous grass. That we did. Here you go. Thank you so much. Now all that's left is to make sure the petals don't wither away. I see you're wasting no time. You have a special man in mind, don't you? I hope you return your feelings. Please don't misunderstand, Lady Laura. I might be making it for a man, but there's a special meaning or underlying feelings there. I'm just doing this as a way to offer my thanks to him. Your thanks? Might I ask what it is you're thanking him for? I see, Sad and I were out in the highway not long ago, but somehow we ended up quite in distance from the road lamps. And it was just the two of you, and out there alone. It seems awfully dangerous. It was. As you might imagine, we were beset by monsters. However, one of the disciples of the Arcade School happened to be passing by and saved us from our predicament. He escorted us both back to town, but as soon as we returned, he left for the training hall to resume his practice. So in the end, we didn't really have the chance to thank him properly. Sounds like a pretty cool guy. I like how he departed so gallantly at the end, too. True, it was very dashing, but still, I did feel terrible about not being able to thank him for his selfless deed. Soon after, I learned that the disciples of the Arcade School all one day leave Legram to return to their homes. So I decided to make a charm for him. Your heart's in the right place and your intentions are noble. I'm sure the disciple of the school would be more than happy to receive what we call the charm of promised victory. Yes, that's exactly it. Do you understand now, Lady Laura? I am deeply grateful to him, but you'll have the only one in my heart. Yes, I think I understand what you're saying perfectly. Do you really think she has no feelings for him, though? Not even a little bit? A maiden's heart holds many unknowable secrets. Oh yes, that reminds me. I've yet to properly thank you for your help, so please take this. Did you make this yourself? I did, but it's not the same kind of charm, but I put my heart into making it all the same. I wasn't able to make one for everyone, but I hope it'll come in handy, Johnny. Ooh, that's pretty cute. Thank you very much. kann mich auch gar nicht mehr erinnern, ob wir überhaupt die Quest mit dem Goldsammel gemacht haben damals im Privatspielstand oder nicht. I don't remember so little of the game. It's not even funny anymore. I don't even know why. Hey there, everyone. Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the legendary gold salmon you have there? Defying all the odds, it actually is. Here you go. Oh my, it's so beautiful. I really can't thank you enough. It's even more splendid than in Bam's tall tales. Now I can see why people like it appearance to gold, liken it appearance to gold here too. So, when are you gonna cook it for us? Really now? I see you're as curious as this taste as I am. Naturally, I have every intention of sharing the taste of its triumphant catch with all of you. As for how to bring out the finest flavor, river fish tend to be best suited to grilling, so just wait a few minutes while I fire up the grill. I'm kind of looking forward to this now. And to think we've got some food from one of our morning tasks too. It feels like we've just been stuffing our faces today. And so it was that with forks held high, they all dug and enjoyed the fish. Well then, what do you guys think? Where do you even start? Well, the amount of fat was just perfect, sublime even. Agreed, I never would have imagined it would taste this exquisite. I'm glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe that this was just grilled. Yeah, didn't even think that you could get a fish this tasty. Glad you all liked it. Even I was surprised at how delicious it was. Just melts in your mouth. I feel like it's my duty to share it with the rest of the town now. Looks like I have to put in another request with Torvald. I'm sure he gladly accepts. Yeah, once he hears about how good it is, I'd have to be crazy to turn down the opportunity. You said it. Honestly though, I want to thank you again for all your help. Unfortunately, I can offer stock from the store, but please take it. I wish you all the best with the rest of your field study. Thank you. Good day then. Genau. Wir gehen noch kurz zu Bateau Store. Nee, du hast Dingensbumsen. Vielleicht sollte ich auch mal warten. Kannst leider nicht sehen, ob du die schon ausgerüstet hast. Und nicht, also ich weiß, dass Yggdrasil ausgerüstet ist. Und Attilas auch. Vielleicht mache ich das kurz vor Schluss, dass ich meine Dinger benutze. Ich habe ja wait, buy, shop, buy. Don't have money anymore. I do have shoes, die ich benutzen sollte. I don't have mirror. But if I found some shoes. Irgendwas war Stärke höher als 5 Nacht. Ja, die Cozy Socks. Zwei Cozy Socks. Nice. Noch was anderes. Okay. Warte. Nee, why not? So, beide Quests sind abgegeben. Da ist die Gilde. Geangelt haben wir. Items haben wir. Buch gibt's morgen. Dann würde ich sagen, war's das heute mit Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trace of Cold Steel. Und wir sehen uns dann das nächste Mal. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.